Hi, my name's Christina Christensen. I'm a student at Aspen University. The class I am doing the speech for is Communications 100. The date is August 8th, 2017. The speech I am doing is called SSS, Sharpening Study Skills. SSS, Sharpening Study Skills, is for students needing help in certain areas that may be having problems in. Through this essay, I will be talking about time management, listening, and note taking. Sharpening study skills is to help other students become better at studying. College can be rough for some students and need ways to help them to sharpen their study skills. The first subject I am going to talk about is time management. A, calendar. You definitely have to have a calendar for scheduling and a to-do list. You've got to be able to prioritize. Whether you have a calendar on the wall, a calendar on a dry erase board, or a calendar on a mobile device for your school assignments and discussion questions when they're due. And the to-do list is pretty much a check-off list. Make sure you've gotten this submitted. Make sure you've done this. Make sure you've done that. The next thing, activity log. Personal activities and schoolwork. Very important. Personal activities. Make sure you do your schoolwork, but also make sure you have time for your kids. Have a little fun. Don't let school stress you out. Schoolwork, make sure it's done on time, submitted on time, and just do your best. Valuing your time. Breaks and sleeping. Breaks. Must have breaks. Because if you don't have breaks, you're going to burn out. If you burn out, then you might not want to continue with school. You might not want to continue with the class. And sleeping heals your body, helps retain information that you've learned. So under time management, everything I discussed, make sure you do all of these things. It will help you with school, and it will help keep you organized. The next is listening. Stop talking. Listen and do not interrupt. You have to be able to listen to your instructor and don't interrupt your instructor until he says or she says, "Does anybody have any questions?" That's when you ask your questions. Because if you don't stop talking, then you're going to miss out on probably a very important point the professor is trying to make. Remove distractions. Don't shuffle papers or look out the window daydreaming. You miss a lot of stuff if you do that. You got to make sure you're paying attention. College is not easy. Avoid personal prejudice. Be impartial. And don't become irritated. What I mean by that is some instructors can be monotone and it can be very boring. But that's just how they are. So don't become irritated if they are that way. Just listen, be patient, and take notes. Note taking, memorizing, reviewing, and retaining. Big, big, big point. Reviewing and retaining. Always review your notes that you take because it helps you memorize. And as you memorize and as you're reviewing, you're also retaining the information. And that helps a lot when it comes to having to write papers, writing discussion question, answering discussion questions. Because you have to, look through the book and write notes and memorize some of the stuff that you read. Shorthand, a good way for note taking. Abbreviate and substitute. When you abbreviate, it's pretty much shorthand. So you're not writing forever and ever. Substitute some words with, instead of long words, substitute with something easier that means the same thing. Organize. Logical order and readability. Very important. Logical order. When you're doing a outline, make sure it's in logical order so you can stick pretty much to the outline, but also have an understanding of where you want to be. And make sure it's readable. You don't want to be doing a speech and you can't read your own writing. But I'm running out of time, so I am going, I'm at my conclusion. SSS, Sharpening Study Skills, is to help other students become better at studying. College can be rough for some students and need ways to help them to sharpen their study skills. Some of the main points in this paper are making studying easier by being able to manage better, being a better listener in class and how to avoid distractions, and being able to master note-taking. In finishing this paper, I believe introducing SSS to other students is a great idea and gives students a chance to achieve more. Thank you. I've run out of time, actually. Good night.